Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your brother Light back into another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be doing uh my battle for the 501st base stop motion director's notes. So yeah, I think I'm going to call this video battle for 501st base stop motion director's notes, I guess, because I did actually call Boba Fett's kind of behind the scenes slash talking about it director's notes as well. So I think that's what I'm going to roll with now. But yeah, there's quite a bit to talk about in this video. So yeah, if you haven't already checked it out, definitely go check it out. It's actually last week. It would have been Friday. I actually released my battle for the 501st base stop motion. Pretty cool stop motion. One of my favorites to work on. Honestly, I really enjoyed working on it. Um, yeah, and it's my second kind of full with a script and everything stop motion. So yeah, definitely go check it out if you haven't already. Yeah. But pretty much in this video I'm just gonna be kind of talking about just the steps it took to really make the stop motion, some stuff, some behind the scenes, talking about stuff behind the scenes, different things I had to use, the aspects, and yeah. That's what these director's notes are necessarily is. I do these kind of podcast styles, so yeah, that's something else to keep in mind as well. I just put up a picture, like this is a picture from the stop motion that you're looking at right now. But yeah, let's get into this. So let's just talk script wise. So the battle is this stop motion. It took me about. I'm pretty sure I started in January around, or maybe February. So yeah, no, it was late. It was late February, I believe. I started film or March. I started filming. I'm not too clear on the time zones. I'm pretty sure it took me about no more than about 2 months. So, yeah, the script was easier to write because I wanted to kind of make a stop motion, just focusing and kind of practicing my whole sort of like shooting skills in terms of the stop motion way of like when clones are shooting or using blaster fire because as it's this stop motion mainly pertains to more clones and shooting with blasters and less laser swords or anything like that, fist fights. This is more of just blaster fire and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure that focus as well because I want to work on that. These next few stop motion films will be focused more on some kind of aspect of just practicing and stuff like that before I release like future length movies and stuff like that. Like that's what I want to do with these kind of stop motions. So yeah, these are more for practice. That's the reason why these this stop motion was about, I think it was like 3-4 minutes. It wasn't too long. It was just a short stop motion that I just put out. Uh, and again, it took me about 2 months, a little less than 2 months to actually film that video and all that. So yeah. Um. So yeah, script wise, we're talking about. Yeah, the script was easy to make because I already knew what I wanted to do. And I didn't want to include too much dialogue. Like I probably wrote like a paragraph max dialogue, but obviously separated into one-liners and stuff like that. So I knew I wanted to do more of an action-based thing. So a lot of the script revolved around action-based. That's why I talked for maybe 30%, 40% of the stop motion. The rest was just music put or blaster fighter putting on, or sound effects or something, and them fighting. That's just what I wanted to do for this. It's not meant to be taken as a movie or anything like that. It's just more for practice, I guess. So yeah, that's another thing here. You can see here. I guess let's move on to the characters. Character picking wise, originally I had no clue exactly what I wanted to revolve the plot around, which was also something else I want. Like I had no clue. All I knew was I wanted to create a clone battle because I was inspired to do something around clones and stuff. Because I personally I'm a huge fan of the clones, but I didn't really use the clones for like stop motion and stuff. And I'm like, oh crap, I have so many 501st. Why not? Let's just do a stop motion based on them. So yeah, I got that idea. Then I was just like, of course they got verse droids, so that's another thing. And then I was like thinking to myself, I want the plot to be around it. Originally, I wanted to the plan to be the plot maybe going around like Tup and a character that I made named Tex in the stop motion. Uh, that was my original plan, just to make this like a huge battle scene. But I decided, why not? Let's put some plot around it. So I was like, I think at the time I actually saw Commander Gree or something, and I was like, he's so sick. I think I want to put him in. Oh, I think I was watching Revenge of the Sith, and I had seen that episode, or it was Clone Wars or something. But I was just like, oh man, he's like a sick. He looks so sick in his minifigure sick, and I have his minifigure too. So I was like, damn, why don't I make it plot around him as more of the focus of the stop motion. Now, the main the main kind of focus was more on Commander Gree. I wanted to include him, but like the kind of focus is shared between Tup and him, and sometimes Tex. So that was something else as well. Uh, and again, the plot. I wanted to make sure that this was kind of like solved out as well. Like I didn't want any questions or anything, and it's still kind of open ended as well. I mean, I cut the thing off like that because, again, I could definitely bolt some more off of that, which I don't know if I will, but maybe I will. I don't know. Uh, so yeah, I was curious, and I wanted to make sure that there was no like open ended in terms of the middle and stuff like that. Uh, that's why, for example, I showed the officer that we originally saw in the talking scene. I made sure to show him dead in the scene where Tup and an unnamed 501st went inside the base. I wanted to make sure that was shown because, as you guys saw in the middle of the stop motion, we're seeing clones dying and stuff, and then we see 6 clones left, and you might be wondering to yourself, oh, like, where's the officers? Because shouldn't they be helping? So yeah, I wanted to make sure that was clear as well, that they were dead. Uh, it's something I just felt like doing that. Another thing is too, in terms of the script, is actually I went off a bit off script, to be honest with you guys. Most of the stop motion film is actually planned, except I actually improvised the whole distress call sequence. Same with the whole some of the dialogue, like the final 6 members, just there. I improvised that whole thing, to be honest with you guys. I just built off of it and what was ever in my mind. And at the end there, originally I wanted to put like gunships flying in, but again I don't have gunships. And the ship I was gonna make it was complicated to really show us flying because again I'm in a small space, so it's a little difficult sometimes to like fly around stuff and all that. So that's something as well. Uh, yeah, so the original plan was to do that and maybe add some more clones. I'm converging, but actually I decided, why not? Let's just add Ahsoka, and she's pretty cool. So I was like, yeah, why not? And she's a pretty cool figure, and she would be kind of allocated with the 501st. So again, it does not compare to the larger Star Wars story. That's something else to say. Uh, but yeah, that's another thing as well. I just threw in. Plot wise, again, the deaths that were in there, I originally always wanted to plan for the Jedi to die, just because I wanted this to be more focused on the clone aspect of the thing. I did not want to show much of the Jedi. I just wanted to, again, I was practicing blaster stuff, so I was just like, why not? Let's find a way to kill this guy. So I ended up making him sacrifice himself for the clones, which just showed an aspect of the character. So I wanted him to die. And I also wanted another significant death, and I was just like, I can't kill Gree because I feel like that's a little bit too stupid. Even though, again, it's not connecting with the larger Star Wars story, I just still didn't want to kill him off. Same with Tup, I didn't want to kill those 2 off. So then I was just like, who should I kill off? So I was like, you know what? Whatever. Let's kill off Tex. I mean, he wasn't too big of a character or anything, so I was like, why not? Let's just kill him off. So yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I wasn't originally. I wanted to like showcase a scene where I end up Commander Gree ended up getting the rocket launcher, but I was like, scrap that idea, and I wanted to do the Ahsoka thing. So then I was just like, whatever. So in case you were wondering, that when he was standing up with that launcher, he was actually about to rocket launcher that AAT, but the AAT shot hit him first and killed him. So it wasn't too much of a sad scene or anything, unlike the Jedi dying, but it was still significant, at least for me. Uh, Next thing is probably going to be the technical, or actually, I'll just talk about the set building. So, if you haven't realized, if you've been watching my videos from a while back, you would have noticed that I actually used the set. Actually, that was a mock I used. The Imperial base, I actually used that and I used it as a set. All those aspects are stay the same, except I did add a few things like, again, like in the battle scene, I made the place look kind of destroyed, uh, and stuff like that. And for certain scenes and stuff, I would obviously take it off, like take off the base and stuff. And I didn't really get a front shot of the base just because set pieces were everywhere. Because again, like I was filming stuff and yeah, and stuff like that. So yeah, that was interesting from the set building point of view there. So yeah, let's get into the technical aspect. I've been rambling on for about 11 minutes. My apologies. I'm trying to not make this more than like 15 minutes. So yeah, let's talk about more of the technical aspect. So in terms of ratio, I try to. A lot of the times, I'm recording with an iPhone 10s. That's what I record most of my videos with, except for this video, which is actually on my computer. But yeah, that's something else I really like. I actually use two different programs. Like some of these shots, especially when they're talking or something like that, I usually had, or there's large sound effects or something. I usually like to take the picture and then edit it on like iMovie or this app I've been using called Splice. I've been using that to edit them. So I use that to like edit in sound effects, voices, and stuff like that, voice work. And honestly, I'm not too sure exactly, or it depends on what day it is. Like sometimes I'm in a rush and I'm like, why not? Let's edit on my phone. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, let's edit on the computer here. Or I would be like a par away from my room or whatever, or the studio. So I'm like, whatever. Let's just edit on my phone. Uh, and also I had to do the voice scenes on my phone as well. That's why sometimes they're bad quality. My apologies. I think they're all right, but like sometimes they could be annoying sometimes. But yeah. So yeah, again, the entire stop motion is filmed in 9:16 or 16:9 ratio. Uh, at least I try to keep all scenes consistently 16:9 ratio. Uh, or 9:16. I think it's 16:9. In terms of sound effects I used, uh, some of these sound effects were, of course, my voice, all voices in the stop motion, voices by me. Sound effects wise, you can literally just type in, literally sound effects or something like that, and you'll get some. Uh, or you can actually try and make them. Like I tried to make them before. Uh, yeah, that's something else as well. Uh, so yeah, we went over the technical aspects, I guess. Oh yeah, that brings me to another thing, voicing. So there was about technically two different voices I had to use, and they're all again voiced by me. Like I don't get anyone else to voice me for now. Honestly, I'm thinking about recruiting people to actually voice act. So yeah, if anyone's interested in actually voice acting for the channel, eventually because I'm actually working on a Spider-Man stop motion right now as well. Definitely go send a DM to underscore LegoMox12 underscore. That's actually my Instagram account, so you could definitely go DM that with an application or whatever. Just be like, "Hi, I would like to voice act in one of your stop motions," and I'll probably tell you more or whatever. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna get voice actors for the next one. Probably the one after that, I'm not too sure. Uh yeah, because I'm doing a Spider-Man one, and then I'm doing, or actually maybe I could use somebody. Oh well, but for this one, it was just mainly clone voices. I try to make them a bit different with the same voice. That's why I gave a lot of credit to like guys like D. Bradley Baker who voices them in the Clone Wars, because he makes them have a whole bunch of voice and stuff. Like, I'm not a professional voice actor. In no way I'm saying I am or anything, but I thought I did alright for what it was worth. But yeah, anyways, I've been going on for 15 minutes. My apologies. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.